Not sure what I was planning on buying without the cash. Just gonna see if I can squeeze this in here. Oh shit, look at this setup right now. Let's tilt you up a little bit. Bam, be right back. Boo Beach. It is hotter than Satan's anus outside. I've just ran inside because I had forgotten the money. You will have seen by the title already that I'm going plant shopping and surprising Megan with some plants. Now, this is obviously not like a new video idea by any means. Many people have done this, like, oh, boyfriend buys my clothing haul or whatever, but how many people are doing this with houseplants? And Megan had this idea and I was like, you know what? Since you're debilitated, that's what we gonna do. I'm gonna go shop for plants and take them to her straight after. So the only real limitations here are as follows. We've given each other a $20 budget, so I'm sure she'll do this video in the future for me. Obviously there are different things for each other that we would have to keep in mind. My goal for today and for the plants that I pick out is to find something that A, she doesn't already have, B, that will have a good place in her house, because it's, well, if you've seen the tour, it's pretty full of plants already, so kind of figuring out where there's an open space, I guess, or where there could be an open space. I also don't want her to feel like she has to put something somewhere, so something that can go in various spots in her house. I want to be considerate of that. And then obviously I want to pick out things for her that she wouldn't typically pick out for herself. So there are a few things that I know that she would enjoy having, but won't bite the bullet and buy for herself. I mean, we're all like that. We all have those types of things in our life, like that we want or we would enjoy having, but it's not something we would buy for ourselves, right? So that's the whole reason this is fun, is because I'm going to pick things for her that she otherwise wouldn't pick for herself, and she has no control over it and no say in it, which is exciting. I'm also like, I love shopping for other people more than I like shopping for myself, so I'm really excited about this. The last time I gave her a plant was a huge success, so I'm hoping that I do well this time. It all kind of depends on what plants are available for buying. I'm obviously just here locally shopping, so if I had a day in Austin to pick her out $20 worth of plants, I don't doubt that I would come back with a great variety of things. But since we're here in town where we live and there's not a whole lot of selection where, like, you know, price and quality are concerned, we'll see what the day entails. Oh, I'm probably just gonna go to a couple of big box stores, maybe a nursery or two. I'm kind of crunched for time, so I have to be back in a few hours, but hopefully I can make this quick. I just wanted to intro the video because I want to bring you guys along for the shopping process, but honestly I don't know how much I'm going to film in public because it's just me, and I don't know, that weirds me out a little bit. Like, the idea of filming by myself in a store weirds me out way more than if it were Megan and I together acting an ass in public, you know, that's easier. All right, enough chit chat. Let's go to Lowe's first. Woohoo! All right, folks, no time to lollygag. We just pulled up to Lowe's. It is a Saturday afternoon, which means my social anxiety is oozing out of every single one of my holes. Okay, let's go. When I say it's hotter than Satan's anus outside, I hotter than his anus. Yeah, no, nothing at Lowe's. Everything looked disgustingly dry and sickly. There was one really pretty white bromeliad, which I was not even considering buying for her. I had in mind a Photonia and a Chinese money plant. I mean, not a Chinese money plant, a money tree. So those were the two things that I was like, those would be cool to get for her. But a bromeliad might be really epic. She has a very like tropical vibe going on in her kitchen, and I feel like that might look really pretty, and she would never in a million years get it for herself, and could bring a pop of color as well, which is always fun. And we know I love color. I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm gonna drive to Home Depot and I'll meet you there. Sorry if the footage from inside the store is a shit, and sorry if it's like all the underside of my chin. It's really awkward filming in public. It's even more awkward when our town is full of like older, less than open-minded human beings, so most of them are like, what the fuck is this girl doing? Walking around with her phone on a tripod, talking to herself. All right, I'm gonna drive to Home Depot. See you in a sec. Totally gonna go over budget, but I have to buy this different Nokia. It was a success! Yes! I'm so glad Home Depot came in clutch, because I don't have very much time. So, bought something I was not expecting to buy at all. Was not even on the map, on the radar, but I saw this one. 1 second, let me wipe my perspiration off. Okay, so anyway, I saw this Dieffenbachia. Is that what it's called? Yeah, dumb cane. I've seen them small. I've seen like the more traditional patterned ones. I know nothing about them, but I saw this one that you can kind of see behind me, which you'll see when I give it to Megan, which, never mind, you will have already seen in the store. I might have to go back and get the other one for myself. I don't have space for a plant that massive, but it is so freaking strikingly beautiful in real life. It was $15. Okay, 15. I went over budget by $5, but whatever. I also got her a cactus because she would never do that for herself, and it was $4. The reason I was so drawn to this one is because it literally has like 7 babies growing on the bottom. I don't think you'll be able to see. Oh yeah, you can. Little babies. And then I could have put this one back because this is what sent me over budget, but it was $5. And it was one of the only things I really had my mind set on getting her today, and that's a Photonia. It's a white one, and the reason I couldn't pass it up is because it's blooming. It has flowers. Ooh, she flowers! Yeah, I'm really excited for Megan to have a nerve plant. It is more fun to shop for her for plants, but I feel like a lot more pressure. I saw this, couldn't put it back when I found the Dieffenbachia. It was like, this one's from me, because this is literally perfect, and it's like a good size for her bookshelf. So she can put this one on the bookshelf, she could put the cactus in her kitchen, or on her small bookshelf, and then obviously the dumb cane she's gonna have to find a place for, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, that is a breathtaking, striking plant. And the one that I picked out, which is the first one I saw, I was kind of stuck between two. The other one had like these really dark spots on it and I really liked it. Might have to go get it for myself. But this one has 2 new leaves unfurling right now. This definitely went better than I was expecting it to, because it's gonna be such a surprise. Like, there's no way she can prepare herself for this, and there's no way that I could have prepared myself to find this. I know maybe she might be a little disappointed that it's not like a crazy Hoya or something, but you know, we're working with what we got here in Victoria, and I think that we seriously struck gold. Megan has put us in an order at Starbucks. I'm gonna go grab that because I need coffee and she needs coffee. She just woke up actually. And then I'm gonna head to hers. But before I get to her house, I'm gonna stop in at the nursery that's right next door just to see if there's any like crazy must-haves for the purposes of this video, obviously, not because we need any more plants, but yes. Woohoo! Okay, I was just gonna go through the drive-thru, but there's so many people here. I forget it's the middle of the day on Saturday. Duh, Starbucks is popping. Be right back. All right, thank you, Megan. Now I can fuel up and let's go surprise her with some plants. I'm so annoying. Goodbye. All right, last pit stop before I head to Megan's. I don't think I'm gonna film in here. I'm just gonna run in real quick. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything. They got me. Okay, honest to God, I had no intentions of buying another plant when I went in there, but I found another one for $5 that I couldn't pass up. So I got her a Syngonium. I got Syngonium Steve a girlfriend, is what I like to think. Look at this thing. Okay, first of all, are you kidding me? Like, I've never seen, oh my God. I may have to like ask her for a cutting off of this. Holy shit. But it's the light pink one, or it's got like the pink tinge to it on the leaves. Can't even, okay, let's just go give all these to Megan and see what she thinks, and you can see them in detail over there. See you in the next jump cut. Oh, Piper. Hello, it's me, Santa Claus.
My eyes are closed.
I don't have any plants in here yet. Here's your coffee.
Okay, thank you.
Peter Piper. I'm gonna bring everything in and put it right there.
Okay.
Did it shock you?
Oh my goodness.
Did it shock
Yes.
you? I hate that.
Try not to look this way.
Okay, okay.
Do you want a hand?
Hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself, lady. Okay. So first, before I give you anything, I want to know like, okay, what you're expecting. Then I'll kind of go over like what I was trying to achieve today and ended up failing miserably at. But go ahead.
Okay.
What do you expect?
Okay, maybe something in a basket, maybe something in a planter. That's all I can think of. It's either hanging or it's not.
Oh, that's a good assumption. I got you nothing hanging.
It's most likely green.
Okay. So basically the only like criteria I had going into this was to get you things that you would not buy for yourself.
Okay, that's
Duh.
true. That's true.
I did have a couple of specific plants in mind. What I ended up getting you was $10 more than the budget.
Oh man, we had a $20 budget.
Yeah, so I spent $30, but the two that I bought after the $20 limit are just gifts for me because
thank
I couldn't
you.
pass them up. Whatever specific plants you're expecting, just take them out of your brain already because it's not it. It ain't it, but hopefully you like it.
I don't have any expectations.
I guess without further ado, let's get into what I bought. Close your eyes and hold my hands. Plan number 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's light.
Just open it.
You want me to guess? Do we guess?
I mean, you're gonna know if you touch it.
Oh, this is super cute.
Look, it has babies.
Oh my goodness.
So this is one of the ones that they glue the flowers on.
I'm really glad you did let me touch it. Maybe not. Oh, it does have little spikes. Do you want to show them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they've already showed.
Yeah.
They've already seen. How cute! And you're totally right. I have not bought a single cactus for myself. This is quite far out of my comfort zone, but it is absolutely adorable.
Yeah, but you can put them on your window and neglect it. So
I have that succulent dish too.
Oh no. See? Okay, so this is one of the kinds that they. What's flying around in here?
This fly.
Get out of our video.
Should fly.
This is one of the ones that they glue the flowers on,
Uh-huh.
but there was no flower glued to it.
Nice.
And it was like the perfect circle, like you had been looking at.
It fulfills all of my circular fantasies.
Your spherical desires.
My spherical desires.
But really, the only reason I picked that up and kept it was because of the babies in there. I couldn't get over.
Oh, there's so many really cute ones. How would you? Should we put them in a tray?
I don't know.
In a tray and watch them grow.
I'm not
That is
sure.
super cool. There are a lot of them in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is super cute. It's super exciting.
So that's the least exciting of all of them.
Perfectly circular too. That's impressive.
Okay, next one is. So I got.
Did you say this was the most underwhelming one?
Yes.
Wow.
So I got
Wow.
that one, and then the other main one that I bought for you were the $20.
Okay.
The next two that I'm going to give you are the gifts, and obviously I'm going to save the best one for last.
Okay.
But this first one I picked up, the cactus, and the last plant I'm going to give you. And this was one of the ones that I had in mind for you from the beginning.
This is a gift from you, or this is
This
our
is a gift.
Okay.
The next two are gifts. Do you know what she is? You don't have one yet.
Is it green?
Mm-hmm. They're all green.
Okay.
I was trying to get color things, but.
Oh, she flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! It's a nerve plant.
Look at the little flowers on it.
I wouldn't have guessed.
No?
I wouldn't have. No, I was like, what is green and has flowers? It's so cute. Thank you.
So that's why I couldn't put that one back, because it had flowers on it. And I really liked it.
I've been admiring your pink one for so long, and I love the pink, but I dearly love just the striking white on the green. Okay.
That's a bookshelf plant.
This is a bookshelf plant. Yep.
All right. The next one is also a gift, and I just got it at Four Seasons because I could not give it.
Okay.
You already have one. You don't have this variety. I don't think.
Okay.
But yeah, it was $5 again, and maybe you do have this variety. Either way, if not, if so,
still act surprised.
It's a tiny pot, but a massive plant.
I might have it, maybe just not this
I'm
variety.
looking at the other one now, and it's not the same. This is a girlfriend for that one.
Ooh.
But she's a big lady.
Okay, so it's like rounded cup leaves. I literally have zero idea. Oh my goodness!
Tell me that is not
Syngonium Steve! No, this isn't. Oh man.
Syngonium Sheila. His girlfriend.
Syngonium.
Look how insane that is.
Oh my goodness.
There are 2 whole trays of them.
Oh my gosh. Right? This is like straight on mining. If it wasn't tied, is it tied by the root? Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is gorgeous.
She can
Is
go on
this-
the fireplace.
Is this like a couple of 2 different varieties?
I don't think so.
Look at that.
That's
She
insane.
is so pretty.
Maybe that's a new leaf.
I love the grandeur of this plant.
This is the first one I picked up. I looked at a bunch of them and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna grab the first one.
Right? The first one normally just feels right.
Mm-hmm.
She is so beautiful. I mean, I'm tickled by the tiny little pot. Oh, but she is pretty.
So that one you may have picked out for yourself, but
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, the only reason I got Syngonium Steve was because he was a cutting that I slightly had permission to rob from Justin's work.
And I thought about when you said it wasn't one that tickled your fancy, like from the beginning, but had started to grow on you literally and figuratively.
Yes.
So
Absolutely. This is so beautiful.
Might have to go back and get
oh my god, that leaf is the size of my hand. You did real good. You're leaving some very high expectations.
Oh, just wait for the best one that's coming next.
The best one is yet to come. The cuddle.
So this one, you don't have any of, I don't have any of.
Okay.
I was not expecting to buy this for you.
Okay.
But when I saw it.
So it's large and in charge.
Yeah.
I've
never seen one that's big either.
Does it flower?
I have no idea. I don't know. Close your eyes.
Okay, they're closed.
Hold on. I'm gonna make sure the shot's good. Can't really see it, but we can.
You want to set it? You can set it up here.
Okay. Go on, try to guess. You're never gonna
Okay, long-eared leaves. Massive leaves.
Just open. You're not gonna get it.
Oh my goodness. What is this?
It's a Diffenbachia, a Duncan.
Holy cow.
But look at the leaves.
They're beautiful. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw like one of these and what I remember them to look like.
Probably small, and I'll show you a picture.
Little bitty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
that's
two
so
leaves
exciting, right? Oh my goodness.
Sorry to get you a massive plant,
She is
but I
a
saw it.
showstopper.
I saw it and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm buying it. It's got the one.
Do you know what? Like right there in the fireplace would be
Well, now that I know the
perfect.
fireplace was fair game, that's even better. Yeah, it's actually got two in here.
Right? Look at that. Oh, this one, right? And this one could be even put in its own container. I probably won't do that unless you want something.
No, this is all you.
This is definitely a plant that I would not have bought for myself, and
But
so
look
I am
at it.
so excited and so thankful. Thank you so much.
I'm sweaty and disgusting.
That's okay. It's okay. Maybe I showered in a leak.
Yeah, so the other one I really liked had
It's like plant Christmas, guys.
ho, motherfucker. It had like big black spots on the leaves, which I really liked. I might have to go back and grab it.
Ooh.
I don't have space for that. It was bigger than this one. But,
Really?
mhm.
Where did you find these at?
All of them except for the Syngonium were at Home Depot.
Home Depot.
And I pulled in the parking lot, and you'll see in the video when I edit it, I was like, I really hope I find everything I need here because I don't have a lot of time. And then I walked in.
So what you're saying is we really need to go. Would it be worth it to hobble around Home Depot?
Maybe. They didn't have a whole lot of good stuff. As far as like big plants, they did. A lot of rubber trees. They had a number of different types of these. A bunch. Oh, I almost got you a fiddle leaf fig, but I was like, I don't want her to hate me. So.
I've been, so my boyfriend Justin, he watches, like you don't know who Justin is.
So my boyfriend,
you know that friend of mine that I live with calls me baby. So he's like really taken up an interest in plants with me. It's like something that, he wants to know what I'm talking about since that's the only thing I talk about.
oh my god, what's it like?
It's really nice. It's really nice. He searches Facebook Marketplace. He's like,
Oh, he's on it.
he's like, maybe she'd want this. Oh yeah, planters, plants. It's nice. It's nice. And he was like, you don't have a fiddle leaf fig. And I was like, how do you even know what that is? He was like, well, you have to get one. Everyone has one.
They do, but I know they're finicky.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about this, but I'm assuming.
Well, let's talk about like the care that these plants require.
Okay.
We got the handy dandy,
Google search engine.
handy dandy. A really sweet lady named Ariel commented on my house tour, just about that these have been her favorite types of videos to watch, and she's really excited for me to do a new house tour. This alone makes me want to do a whole new house tour. Some care tips for a dumb-cane plant. I don't like the name. I feel like
just call her a Diffenbachia.
This is such a beautiful plant, a dumb-cane plant. Like, that's what my children would call each other, to be mean. Like, no, you're a dumb cane. You know what? She kind of reminds me of a Deborah. A Deborah. I wish I was more creative when it comes to plant names, but I like just like the very generic plant.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Excuse me, get out of our video. He was literally on the lens.
So it says that overwatering is a common problem with many houseplants, and Deborah here is no exception. Plant the dumb cane in a well-draining soil and water lightly, keeping the soil consistently moist but not soggy. That has always been like a really tricky one for me. It's like, how do you keep it moist and not soggy? What do you have a tip?
I think probably water it like every 4 or 5 days. Like, not enough time for it to dry out completely.
Pardon me, sir. You're interrupting our video.
He's like,
We paused this video for an important message.
He's like dragging himself. Just do what you gotta do. We'll edit it out. Yeah, so I'd say water every 4 or 5 days, especially if it's gonna be on your fireplace because you have like this magnificent ambient lighting all day. It's not gonna dry out like extremely fast. So not like you want to water it all the time.
All the time. What I did notice, like especially the plants are in this room that don't get any direct sunlight. If they're staying too wet, I'll put them on the patio, put them in the shade, let that heat kind of dry them out a little bit to help. I have several of my Monstera plants have succumbed victim to root rot. I didn't know what that was, and it's not pretty. Yeah. It's not a pretty thing. It's okay. So more on this. Oh, nice one.
Oh, I almost bought you a bromeliad, but I didn't know how to
Oh.
I thought maybe in your kitchen, like where it feels extra tropical.
I like that. So it says check the soil to make sure it's dry an inch down before watering the, I don't know if I will be able to pronounce this, Diffenbachia. Diffenbachia.
I say Diffenbachia, but I don't actually know how it's pronounced.
Diffenbachia.
I don't know.
It's definitely German.
We don't actually know what we're doing. We're just here.
So, Diffenbachias, or Miss Deborah, they prefer diffuse sunlight or partial shade. They will tolerate being in full shade, which is why they're best suited as a house plant. But you can put them outside, like she would do really well as a patio plant. But nothing with direct sun. It will burn her leaves. Larger varieties. I think this is going to be a larger variety. Just off the, just a guess. It's called a tropic snow. They can grow 4 feet tall and can easily be 48 inches in width. Like 48 inches doesn't sound that big, but that's 4 feet.
4 feet wide.
4 feet wide.
Wow.
5 foot tall. Wow. And to encourage even growth, you want to turn your plant often so that it gets light around all sides. It needs to be protected from the cold if it's outside. Okay, why is it called?
You're wrong.
Why is it called a dumb cane? A dumb cane gets its name from the temporarily speechlessness that occurs after chewing a piece of the stem.
Oh.
Fun fact.
Wow. Maybe we'll try that for our next video.
So, as tempting as this plant is to eat, beware, it can cause your mouth to go numb and speechlessness.
Yeah, probably keep kids and cats away from it.
Whoops. Wow, that's a good one. I'm surprised that plants like this don't come with like a little bit of a warning label.
Right?
Yeah. It's like, hey.
Just don't put this in your mouth.
It looks edible, but it's not. What do you think? Is there any more good tips that we should share about Miss Deborah?
I don't know, man. I guess we can give you all an update once Megan knows what the hell she's doing with this. And yeah, sorry to spring that on you. I was really trying to get you things that I know. I mean, obviously you can care for this.
After I entered my life, I like momentarily was like in panic. I was like, what am I gonna do? Who's gonna take care of my plants? Are they all gonna die? Like, am I gonna walk out in the morning and everything's just gonna be dead? I was kind of terrified, and then I realized like, it'll be okay. I'll make it happen. So, you know, hobble with the pitcher of water.
You also Justin's
been doing good. My mom is like, what can I do to help? My mom's been great.
It's Thursday. Do you want me to come over and water the plants?
For real though, for real. I really need to get my piece to lay down because maybe we actually do that today.
I'm gonna stick this on your fireplace and see what it looks like.
Oh, absolutely. Girl, she is so beautiful. Oh, she cute.
Okay, it may have to go on the ground. It's massive.
It is massive.
Hey friends, I look far too ratchet to be filming right now, but I noticed that I didn't end the video because my camera ran out of memory. Of course. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed and tuned in for any of our content. It means the most. We work really hard on it. Obviously, we both have, you know, lives and stuff going on outside of this. So this is really, truly a passion project for both of us. So if you've subscribed or commented or watched a video, just know that we really appreciate you is all. Let us know down below what you thought of this video idea, and if you guys want to see Megan surprise me with plants, because it would be much harder for her to do that for me since, you know, space limitations and whatnot. Anyway, I'm gonna stop filming myself. I look disgusting, but we will see you guys next time, and love you, bye!